Title: The Long Road Home. Chapter 1: The Beginning of the Journey. Lucas had always lived a life of routine. He woke up every morning at 7 a.m., commuted to his job at an insurance company, and returned home to his small apartment in the heart of the city. Despite his stable job and a decent circle of friends, he often felt a gnawing sense of dissatisfaction. One rainy evening, Lucas stumbled upon an old, leather-bound journal in a dusty corner of a used bookstore. Intrigued, he purchased it for a few dollars. The journal belonged to a man named Thomas, who had embarked on a journey across the country in search of meaning and purpose. Thomas's adventures, challenges, and moments of epiphany were documented in vivid detail. Inspired by Thomas's story, Lucas decided to make a drastic change. He quit his job, sold most of his belongings, and bought an old van, which he lovingly named Odyssey. With a map in hand and a heart full of determination, he set off on his own journey of self-discovery. Chapter 2: The Unknown Awaits. The first few days on the road were both exhilarating and daunting. Lucas traveled through bustling cities, serene countryside, and rugged mountains. He met a variety of people, each with their own stories and wisdom to share. In a small town in Colorado, he met an elderly couple who had been married for over 50 years. Their love and companionship deeply moved Lucas, giving him hope that true connection was possible. As he continued his travels, Lucas began to document his own experiences in the journal. He wrote about the breathtaking sunsets, the kindness of strangers, and the moments of solitude that allowed him to reflect on his life. Chapter 3: Trials and Triumphs. Lucas's journey was not without its challenges. He encountered mechanical problems with Odyssey, faced harsh weather conditions, and dealt with moments of loneliness. However, each obstacle taught him resilience and adaptability. In the deserts of Arizona, when Odyssey broke down, Lucas was forced to rely on the generosity of a local mechanic who not only fixed his van but also offered him a place to stay for a few days. During these trials, Lucas realized the importance of community and interdependence. He learned to accept help and to offer it in return. This newfound understanding brought a sense of fulfillment he had never experienced before. Chapter 4: Finding Purpose. One fateful day, Lucas arrived at a small coastal village in Oregon. The village was known for its tight-knit community and stunning views of the Pacific Ocean. Lucas decided to stay for a while, renting a small cabin by the beach. It was here that he met Maya, a free-spirited artist who had also left behind a conventional life to pursue her passion. Maya's creativity and zest for life reignited Lucas's own passions. They spent countless hours discussing their dreams, fears, and aspirations. With Maya's encouragement, Lucas began to write more earnestly. His journal entries evolved into a manuscript, capturing the essence of his journey and the lessons he had learned along the way. He realized that his purpose was not just to seek his own fulfillment but to inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Chapter 5: The Journey Continues. Lucas's journey did not end in the coastal village. He and Maya decided to travel together, continuing to explore new places and meet new people. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, grounded in a shared sense of adventure and mutual respect. The manuscript Lucas wrote was eventually published, touching the lives of countless readers. It became a beacon of hope for those who felt trapped in the monotony of everyday life. Lucas received letters from people all over the world, sharing how his story had inspired them to make changes in their own lives. Epilogue: A life transformed. Years passed, and Lucas looked back on his life with a deep sense of gratitude. The journey that began with a simple journal had transformed him in ways he could never have imagined. He had found love, purpose, and a profound sense of connection to the world around him. Lucas's story was a testament to the power of stepping into the unknown, embracing change, and trusting in the journey. He learned that life was not about reaching a destination but about the experiences and connections made along the way. Chapter 6: Unexpected Turns. Lucas and Maya's travels took them to a myriad of places, each with its own unique charm and challenges. One day, while driving through the dense forests of Washington state, they encountered a severe storm. Forced to seek shelter, they found refuge in a small cabin owned by a reclusive author named Evelyn. Evelyn, though initially reserved, warmed up to them and shared her own stories of adventures and heartaches. She had spent years writing novels that delved into the human psyche, exploring themes of loss, redemption, and resilience. Inspired by Evelyn's depth of insight, Lucas began to explore these themes in his own writing. Their stay with Evelyn turned into a mentorship, with her guiding Lucas on how to harness his experiences into powerful narratives. This period of learning and growth deepened Lucas's understanding of himself and his craft. Chapter 7: The Power of Community. Continuing their journey, Lucas and Maya arrived in a small town in Montana, known for its vibrant arts community. They decided to stay for a few months, participating in local events and contributing to the community. Lucas conducted writing workshops, sharing his journey and encouraging others to tell their own stories. The bonds they formed in Montana were unlike any they had experienced before. The community's support and acceptance provided a sense of belonging that Lucas had always yearned for. He realized that home was not a physical place, but a feeling of connection and acceptance. Chapter 8: Confronting the Past. Despite the progress he had made, Lucas knew that his journey of self-discovery was not complete. There were unresolved issues from his past that he needed to confront. Returning to his hometown, he faced his estranged father, with whom he had a complicated relationship. The reunion was difficult but necessary. Through open and honest conversations, they began to mend their relationship. Lucas learned to forgive and let go of past grievances. This reconciliation brought a sense of closure and peace that had been missing from his life. Chapter 9: New Beginnings. With a renewed sense of purpose, Lucas and Maya continued their travels, now with a clearer understanding of what they wanted to achieve. They established a foundation to support aspiring writers and artists, creating a platform for people to share their stories and connect with others. Their foundation organized retreats, workshops, and community events across the country. Lucas's story of transformation inspired many, and he took great joy in helping others embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Chapter 10: The Legacy. Years later, Lucas and Maya settled in a small town by the sea, where they built a home filled with love, creativity, and memories of their travels. Lucas continued to write, his work evolving with each new experience. Their foundation thrived, touching the lives of thousands. Lucas's story became a symbol of hope and resilience, proving that it is never too late to change one's life and find true meaning. In the twilight of his life, Lucas reflected on his journey with immense gratitude. He had discovered that the key to a fulfilling life was not in the destinations he reached, but in the journey itself and the connections he made along the way. The long road home had led him to his true self, a life of purpose, and a love that transcended time and distance.